Shalom, all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders, great millstone that rule well through the scriptures. Peace, though, for elect. This is an impromptu video because her response, I wasn't expecting to hear that. So I just said I'll do a quick lesson on it real quick. Press play.
Emily B.
Emily B. Where are you from, Emily?
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. That's awesome. So for you, black guys or white guys?
Black guys.
Okay. Can you elaborate as to why specifically black guys?
Yes, black guys are melanated, and I want my children to survive. And I know that the only way for them to survive in the future is for them to have melanin in their skin. So that's the way for me to, make my legacy continue. So that's the way.
Now, she really spiritually what she said is basically because people not really spiritual, but people do seek, they kind of can feel things and see things and read between the lines, and basically what's happening in the spirit is power
Me to make my legacy continue.
Okay. Power is being shifted from the people that rule right now, the race of people that rule right now, to the Israelites. All right, this is there's a power shift, and like the apostles and elders and the brothers always teach and have taught, women follow power. Okay, so this is Sirach 10:8. It says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. All right. And when things is translated or transferred, all right, it ain't always, at the snap of a finger. Sometimes there's a process in a lot of cases. All right. And all those unrighteous dealings and injuries and all that, so-called white women don't want to be associated with that, with all these different things coming out about the things the so-called white man did. They're getting more attention now. They always been there, but now they're getting more and more and more attention. All right. And then you got Jake, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans coming up, depending on where you work at. Your top bosses might be all minorities. All right. I'm speaking from, personal experience of the multiple jobs I done had in places and being shocked. Like, it's one thing to have Jake as the lead or maybe even a supervisor, but have him as the GM, he gotta answer to the area manager. He the top guy, like the top guy in the building. All right, of a company that got thousands of locations across the world. You starting to see a lot of power being shifted to Jake. Okay, and on small levels like that, but even more, the highest level is let me see. Wisdom of Solomon 5. It says, "Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors." All right. Now, what time in history? All right. Well, since the apostles and elders and their elders and Abba Bivens been out since around that late 60, early 70 on up time, right? But then even now, because it's even bigger. See, back then it wasn't as widespread, but now it's all over the world now. Everybody pointing a finger. All right. And they don't want to be associated with it. And plus, it's a more accepting environment, all right, to openly be with Jake now, because we've always been the standard of beauty. I'm watching this old Western flick, and all the so-called white women look like they got behinds and upright breasts, because that's the way that the clothes was shaped. Their clothing was shaped to imitate our women. But it says, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangest of his salvation. so far beyond all that they looked for, right? And the scripture says, this is Jeremiah 49:10. It says, but I have made Esau bare, right? When you bare, that means what? You exposed. What's being exposed? His unrighteous dealings, his riches gotten by deceit. It says, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not. Leave thy fatherless children. I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me. All right? So, because what? In the ancient world, if you was a widow, you basically was you was without a hedge. All right? A man is a hedge. But the Lord said, no, let your widows trust in me. All right? Because though they're going to be given to us, your women are going to be given to us in the kingdom of heaven. All right? Everything that happened, you reap what you sow. All right? If I'm reading the next verse. It says, for thus said Yahweh, behold, though they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. What does that mean? All right. In the hand of the Lord, there's a cup. All right. There's a cup of judgment. There's a cup of indignation, righteous anger. And the Lord's anger was never supposed to rest upon us because we were given the things that made him happy. And we were supposed to execute that office. And it would have been what they call it. We'd have been great. All right. The word I was gonna say was symbiotic, but the Lord don't need us. You know, a symbiotic relationship means you benefit each other, but the Lord don't need us. But He gave us a way to please Him, and we follow that, and He would have gave us whatever we wanted. But we disobeyed, and so we drunk of the cup. All right. It said, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. Right? Yeah. So look, everything you did, you think you ain't gonna get it? You took our women. Like you took our women wickedly. See, we're not gonna take your women with, because there's a way to do everything. You know, when you go into the law, and it speaks about if you went to war with another people and you had desire unto their women, you know, you would have to, if you killed a husband or a family, you would let her shave her hair and par her nails, let her mourn for her people that you killed, give her a month of bereavement, and after the month, then you go into her. Okay. You don't do what you did in slavery, all right? Taking a man's wife, all right? Then giving the man's wife to your guests, all right? When they come over and stay, then defiling her in unnatural ways. No. So we gonna, Lord willing, it's gonna happen, okay? But I'm just saying, Lord willing, to hopefully all right, get that opportunity first. That's gonna happen to you, and it's already happening on a low level with videos like this. She publicly, you know what I'm saying? Like and that's not it. It's multiple reasons, but it's multiple. My fault. I misspoke. It's multiple different, white women. So women of all races openly into, Israelite men, the so-called Negro man, okay? You got a lot of them that will only date so-called Negro men, right? Which a lot of them are Israelites themselves. They just look like so-called white people, all right? They're what we liken as confusion of faces. A lot of them are, but a lot of them are heathens too. And they see the shift, or they feel the shift. They can't put their finger on it, and they want to be on the right side. And Esau got his little, and they might be aware of Esau's, information about, the so-called white man will be the minority by 2050 and all of that. But on the out, like in the physical sense, what she said don't make a whole lot of sense. Like, because first of all, so-called black people, we're not the only ones that's melanated. Okay? The whole world melanated, except for the so-called white race. All right, you got East Indian man out here, okay? You got you Pacific Islanders and all. You got options, all right? But then we ain't got no army. What are you talking about? We ain't got no army. We ain't got no nukes. Okay? We ain't putting no aluminum. We can't control the weather and the soil and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, hopefully, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson to the hopeful elect. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kakudash, Shalom.